Why does it always have to be tragedy or something terrible has to happen for us to realize what's important? Why is that? It kind of reminds me of a quote from C.S. Lewis, who said, God whispers to us in our pleasures, speaks to us in our conscience, but shouts in our pains. It is his megaphone to rouse a deaf world. You know, Jesus' disciples had been following him for 3.5 years. And he had been telling them, by the way, they're going to crucify me. And he had been telling them several times, we see they were told. And I am sure human nature is like, they're just thinking to themselves, oh, okay, whatever that means. What is he talking about? Because in their minds, they saw him becoming a king, and they saw him as having places of authority right next to him, right? They're not thinking about him actually being crucified. I'm sure they just kind of put that to the side, got, yeah, whatever that is. Don't we always do that? We kind of do that, don't we, as human beings? We hear what we want to hear. And I think they heard kind of what they wanted to hear, but they weren't really paying attention, so I'm sure it took them by surprise when it happened. They weren't ready in their hearts for what was about to happen. And that's kind of what we see when Jesus is in the Garden of Gethsemane. He's preparing his heart